Imagine stumbling across a small, copper-colored coin that could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of pounds, a coin so rare and mysterious, collectors all over the world are on the hunt for it. That's right, we're talking about the elusive and highly sought-after 1979 2 Pence coin from the United Kingdom. At first glance, it may look like any ordinary coin jingling in your pocket change, but what if I told you that some versions of this coin are so incredibly rare, they've become the stuff of legend in the numismatic world? So before you toss away that old copper in your drawer or overlook it in a forgotten coin jar, keep watching, because the details I'm about to reveal might just turn your everyday coin into a jaw-dropping treasure worth a fortune. The story of the 2 Pence coin dates back to the decimalisation of British currency in 1971. When the UK switched to a decimal system, coins were redesigned and reissued with new denominations. The 2 Pence coin was introduced with the words, "New Pence," inscribed on the reverse, a way to distinguish it from the old pre-decimal coinage. This inscription continued until 1981, when the Royal Mint decided to switch from "New Pence" to simply 2 Pence, to reflect that the decimal system was now widely accepted. However, in 1983, a small number of 2p coins were accidentally struck with the old, "New Pence" inscription instead of the updated, 2 Pence version, creating an incredibly rare and valuable error coin. This accidental minting made headlines, with collectors willing to pay thousands, in some cases tens of thousands, for a single coin. So what does this have to do with the 1979 2 Pence coin? Here's where things get interesting. The 1979 2p coins were never officially released for general circulation. That year's mintage was primarily reserved for uncirculated mint sets, meaning they were never meant to end up in your spare change or turn up in coin rolls. Most of these coins were struck to high standards and stored in collector sets, making them relatively limited in number and harder to find out in the wild. While they don't carry the same dramatic error as the 1983 coin, their scarcity and clean condition make them highly desirable. And in some extremely rare cases, collectors have reported finding 1979 coins with slight die variations or pristine, untouched examples that drive their value up dramatically. Depending on condition and provenance, prices can range from a few £100s to several thousands, with rumors of private collectors offering even more for mint-condition versions or coins with unusual characteristics. One particular aspect that makes the 1979 2 Pence coin intriguing is the confusion and speculation surrounding potential minting anomalies. There are whispers in the collector world of off-metal strikes, misaligned dies, and other subtle errors that might exist in very small quantities. If verified, these coins could be worth staggering sums, possibly well into the six-figure range, especially if authenticated by professional grading services. And in a market where demand continues to soar and supply is permanently limited, the prices can only go higher. It's no longer just about the metal value, it's about history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something virtually no one else has. Auction houses and private dealers are constantly on the lookout for high-grade examples, and every now and then, a well-preserved piece fetches an eye-watering price that shocks even seasoned collectors. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you have one of these hidden gems. The 1979 2 Pence coin will show the profile of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin, and the classic crown portcullis on the reverse, a design still instantly recognizable today. But what separates a regular piece from a highly valuable one is condition, rarity, and those unique, nearly imperceptible traits that make collectors lose their minds. If you think you have one, the best step is to get it professionally assessed and graded. Even if your coin turns out to be a standard issue from a mint set, its value could still surprise you, especially if it's been preserved in near-perfect condition for over 4 decades. So next time you're digging through old change, flipping through family heirlooms, or visiting a car boot sale, keep your eyes peeled. That small, copper-colored 2p coin dated 1979 might just be your golden ticket. With values soaring into the thousands and potentially even hundreds of thousands for the right coin, this humble piece of British currency is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and a touch of luck can transform pocket change into a priceless treasure. Don't blink, the next rare coin could be sitting right under your nose, and it might just change your life.